She didn't look rich, but she was a millionaire. Margaret was a school librarian. She packed her lunch every day, wore old sneakers, and lived in a small house. When she passed away at 83, people were shocked. She had saved over $2.3 million. No one expected it. She didn't look rich, but she quietly was. We've been taught to save like we're always one step from disaster. Skip the coffee, cut every cost, and hoard cash just in case. That kind of saving feels safe, but it's built on fear. It's how broke people are taught to save. But what if that's the wrong way? What if real wealth doesn't come from being cheap, but from saving with strategy, purpose, and confidence? In this video, we'll uncover how the quiet rich save, not with loud spending, but with smart moves that grow money behind the scenes. It's time to stop saving like you're broke. Let's flip the script. The psychology of poor person saving. Why broke saving keeps you broke. Many people learn to save money by cutting everything. No takeout, no fun, no mistakes. You clip coupons, wait for sales, and feel guilty spending even $5. It sounds smart, but here's the truth. That kind of saving comes from fear, not power. This is how broke people are taught to save, like money will always run out. So they try to hold on tight to every dollar, but it often backfires.
Why?
Because when you save from fear, you stay stuck in a survival mode. You only think about the next bill, not the next 10 years. You miss bigger chances like investing, building a business, or buying assets because you're focused on just getting by. Studies show that people in financial stress make worse decisions over time. They choose short-term safety instead of long-term growth. That doesn't mean you shouldn't be careful. It means you should save smarter, not smaller. The quietly rich don't save like this. They don't fear money. They use it. They plan for the future. They build systems. And they grow slowly, quietly, but powerfully. So, if you want to build real wealth, it starts by thinking differently about how and why you save. Number 1. Enter the quiet rich. They don't flex, but they've already won. The quiet rich don't look rich. They don't wear designer clothes or post luxury vacations on social media. In fact, they might drive an old car, live in a regular neighborhood, and bring their own coffee to work. But behind the scenes, they have real money, not from lottery wins or big paychecks, but from smart habits over time. Take Ronald Read, a janitor in the US. He lived simply, never showed off. When he died, people were shocked. He had saved over $8 million.
How?
He invested slowly, stayed consistent, and didn't spend money to look rich. These people don't chase status. They chase freedom. They don't want to impress others. They want peace of mind, control, and time. We call them the quiet rich. And they're becoming more common. They know something most people don't. Real wealth is invisible. You won't find it in flashy cars or expensive watches. You'll find it in smart investments, low debt, and strong savings. Their secret isn't luck, it's strategy. And the best part? You don't need millions to start doing what they do. You just need to think like they think. Number 2, how the quiet rich actually save. Save for ownership, not just safety. Most people save money just to feel safe. They build an emergency fund, save for rent, or plan for a vacation. That's good, but the quiet rich save for something more powerful: ownership. They don't just save money to keep it in a bank. They save money to buy things that make more money. Instead of just saving for a rainy day, they invest in stocks that pay them back over time, like dividend stocks. They might buy rental properties that bring in monthly income. They use tax-friendly accounts like Roth IRAs or 401(k) to grow money without paying a lot in taxes. Some even invest in small businesses or index funds, simple ways to build wealth without watching the market every day. They also automate their savings. That means part of their paycheck goes straight into investment or savings accounts without needing to think about it. This keeps them consistent. And here's something surprising. They're not afraid to spend either. But they only spend after they've saved for the future. The quiet rich think long-term. They don't just ask, "What can I afford this month?" They ask, "What will this money do for me in 10 years?" The big difference is this: poor saving protects money. Rich saving grows money. And the good news? You don't need to be rich to start saving like them. You just need to copy their habits. Number 3. Stealth Allocation System. A smarter, quieter saving plan. If you want to save like the quiet rich, you need a simple plan. One that's smart, easy to follow, and helps your money grow quietly over time. Let's call it the Stealth Allocation System. It's a new way to think about where your money should go each month. 20% ownership bucket. This part goes into things that grow your wealth, like index funds, stocks, or a real estate savings fund. This is money that works for you. 10% invisible wealth fund. This is long-term savings you don't touch. Put it in a high-yield savings account, Roth IRA, or retirement account. You don't see it every day, but it's building your future. 5% play rich account. This is guilt-free money to enjoy life. Nice dinners, trips, or a new outfit. The rich spend. 2, they just plan for it. 65% life budget. This covers rent, food, bills, gas, your regular life costs. If this feels tight, focus on increasing income, not just cutting back. The secret? Automate it. Set up transfers so this happens every payday without needing to think. This system helps you live well today and build wealth for tomorrow. It also keeps your savings invisible, like the quiet rich prefer. No stress, no showing off, just smart moves in the background. Ready to build stealth wealth?
Start with this plan.
Number 4. Current trends, 2025's quiet wealth movement. Why stealth wealth is the new flex. In 2025, more people are choosing to build wealth quietly. They're not showing off with fancy cars or designer clothes. Instead, they're saving, investing, and living simply. This trend is called the quiet wealth movement, and it's growing fast. Younger people, especially Gen Z and millennials, are tired of fake rich lifestyles on social media. After COVID-19, inflation, and job changes, people want real freedom, not just to look rich, but to be free. They're sharing ideas like #StealthWealth, living rich on the inside, simple on the outside. #soft saving, saving money without stress or shame. FIRE movement, financial independence, retire early. Even TV shows like Succession made quiet luxury popular, simple clothes, clean style, no logos. Online, people now follow creators who talk about index funds, debt freedom, and long-term investing, not just flashy spending. The world is changing. More people see that real power comes from being calm, quiet, and in control, not loud and overworked. If you want to join the new wealthy, it's simple. Build your money silently, spend wisely, and let your peace be your flex. Number 5. Rewiring your identity with quiet rich habits. Think like wealth, not worry. To save like the quiet rich, you have to think like them first. It's not just about money, it's about identity. Poor saving habits often come from fear. What if I can't pay my bills? Or I'll never have enough. These thoughts lead to stress and small thinking. But the quiet rich think differently. They ask, what would a wealthy person do with this money? Then they act that way even if they're not rich yet. Talk about goals, not just income. Don't just say, I earn $3,000 a month. Say, I'm building $100,000 in assets. Value time more than money. Wealthy people pay for peace, not just things. Build habits, not just budgets. Automatically save, invest, and review your money monthly. You don't have to wait to be rich. Start saving like someone who already is. It's called identity-based saving, and it works better than willpower alone. When you believe you are becoming wealthy, your habits start to match. And that's when real change begins. Stop waiting to get rich to act rich. You don't need to be rich to save like the rich. In fact, saving like the quiet rich is how you become rich. Old money advice told us to cut back, live small, and hope things get better. But the quiet rich do the opposite. They save with purpose, invest wisely, and focus on freedom, not fear. Start using the Stealth Allocation System. Build habits that match the life you want, not the one you're stuck in. Automate your savings. Grow your money quietly. Spend without guilt after you've saved with intention. Most of all, believe this. Wealth isn't about showing off. It's about having choices, peace, and time. So stop saving like you're broke. You're not. You're building something bigger. And the best time to start saving like the quiet rich?
Right now.
Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel to see more content like this. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.